Hello from Sapphire Falls. So myself and Brennan just got back from Volcano Bay. We parked right over here in the south parking lot. This is the shared parking garage for both Sapphire Falls and Aventura. Right over here, this is the garden walk, which we could have taken to get over to Volcano Bay a little bit earlier if we wanted to, but we did elect to drive. But that is the walking pathway, I think, behind the pool over by Aventura. So just out of curiosity, I think I'm gonna go and take this garden walk to get over to Volcano Bay because I think it actually goes around the pool rather than through the pool, which makes a little bit more sense. So this sidewalk goes alongside Adventure Way, which is right next to Aventura. It's a nice, pleasant little sidewalk that does go right alongside the pool over here. So I'm presuming that this is going to be the way to get to Volcano Bay. There's an alternative way if you can cross the street over to Cabana Bay right over there and go through security by one of the towers. But I'm curious to see where this way leads because I've never gone this way before. So this does look like it's going to meet up with the pathway that we saw a little bit earlier after we took the bus after driving to the Universal Parking Garage. So I think they're right around the corner right here. This is security. All right, so this is security for Volcano Bay, and there's the parking garage for Sapphire Falls and Aventura. This is a ramp that leads up to the pool for Aventura right up there, and then this is the walkway that I took to get here. How awesome. I don't know if this is considered a garden trail that the signs were directing me to, but this is a fantastic way to get over to Volcano Bay from Sapphire Falls. We are absolutely gonna have to use this in the future. All right, but now it's time to head back over to Sapphire Falls where Brennan is getting ready for the rest of the day. We're gonna be having some fun at CityWalk later on tonight, so time to go back to Sapphire Falls, which is right over there. So I think that technically the garden walk is the trail you would take to get over to the parks, which you could alternatively take across the street across Adventure Way to get over to Cabana Bay, right over there. So maybe this is just an extension of the garden walk to get over to Volcano Bay. But as far as our evening at Sapphire Falls tonight, I think we're gonna be going to Water Tavern to grab some drinks because we've never done that, and then head off to CityWalk to grab some dinner. So instead of heading through the lobby right over here, I'm gonna go ahead and head right over here where we parked pretty much, because through this entrance there are elevators to head right up to our room directly rather than having to go all the way to the lobby, all the way to the elevators, all the way down the hallway. This is much more convenient. This is the convention section of the resort, which is a little bit quiet right now, but this is where I'm gonna go and hop into the elevator to head back up to the room where Brennan is getting ready. So that's where I came from, more or less, right down there, but I made it back inside the room, and here's Brennan. Hi.
Hello.
Are you ready to go to CityWalk?
I'm ready, but first we're gonna go to Water Tavern.
Yeah, I was just saying that. We need to get some drinks there for the first time.
Yeah, so we're doing two things that we've never done before, and that's go to Water Tavern, and then we're going to Vivo Italian Kitchen, which we've never eaten at before.
Let's do it.
So I'm excited.
These are the elevators that I came up a little bit earlier because our room is literally right there where Brennan is standing. Hi, Brennan. So we're gonna go and go all the way down to the other elevators to take those down to the lobby because that's gonna be easier and more convenient to get to Water Tavern. And we've arrived to the other elevators with the really nice view of the lagoon right outside. It looks like it may rain a little bit later, but we're heading right down there to Water Tavern. We made it down to the lobby. Here's the Universal Studios store, which is right across from the New Dutch Trading Company, and where we're gonna be going is right around the corner, right over here. So this is the lobby. There's Brennan watching some football, as she loves to do, of course. There's Water Tavern, which is where we're gonna be going. And then here's an incredible view of the water with the theme parks and CityWalk in the background, the waterfalls and the watermill right down there. Absolutely beautiful. So Water Tavern is located right off of the lobby. We have the menu here that we're checking out. Currently they do have some small appetizers, but we're probably gonna get some of the rum that they have here. I think we might get a rum flight, right?
Are you gonna do your own rum plate?
I think so.
Ooh.
All right, so our rum flights are here. I got the Kirk and Sweeney 23 year, as well as the Burnley Gold Shipwreck Spiced, and then this Papa's Pillar Dark.
And I also got the Papa Pillar Dark, and then I got the, what is it, Plantation Stiggins Pineapple and the Hamilton 151 Overproof.
Okay, I don't know a lot about rum, but I asked her and I took her word for it, so hopefully these are pretty good. Okay, so we just came outside. We finished up with our rum inside of the Water Tavern, and it is definitely going to be raining here soon. There's the water taxi, boat launch right down there. Did you like your rum?
I did. The 151 was a little bit too much for me, like the overproof one, which I got it on purpose for that reason, but I think I was surprised by my choice.
A couple of them were very strong. They were almost like tequila, pretty much. So we need to make it over to CityWalk probably within the next hour and a half or so, because that's when our dinner reservation is for Vivo. So let's figure out what to do until then. Okay, so we just finally had some drinks at Strong Water Tavern after coming here for years, right?
We did. I think next time we want to stick to the cocktails.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was fun though. I wish I knew a little bit more about rum to be able to choose from a flight list.
Well, I've always wanted to do the rum flight here because I know that's what they're known for. The only other rum flight I've ever done was at the Tiki Terrace at the Polynesian, so I thought this was like the more appropriate rum flight.
I think it was worth it. It was fun.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're gonna head down over here to maybe check out the little waterfall down there. So on second thought, I don't think we're gonna be going down to check out the little waterfalls and the watermill. It is absolutely pouring down rain. I can see all of the people just trapped underneath the little security checkpoint for the water taxis.
Like looking down here though, that is like super relaxing. It's just
It
like
is
your
pretty
typical
relaxing.
like Florida afternoon storms, and I guess just living here my whole life, like this is relaxing to me. Just like looking at the palm trees and the rain and the water.
You think so?
Oh, I love this.
That view is right over there, and then on the other side of this little bridge is a view of the pool, which is currently closed right now due to the inclement weather. We were thinking about going to the pool at some point, but I'm glad that we did it, I guess. I'm glad that we got our Volcano Bay trip in earlier
Yeah.
today before it started to rain.
This came on really quick, which means like give it 20 minutes, it'll be gone just as quick.
I hope so, because we have to make it over to CityWalk somehow, right?
Yeah.
We could probably hop on a bus, I think, and then take that over to the security checkpoint at CityWalk, but then we'd still have to go through CityWalk in the rain to get to Vivo, but we have a good amount of time. Okay, so what I think we're gonna do while we wait out the rain is head back over to the convention part of the resort, which is where our room is near, because we've never explored that before. Okay, so we're gonna go outside. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, I thought we were gonna be able to go outside. So our room is like right, oh, it's so blurry. There it is. Our room is right up there. It's like on the other side of that balcony, but then the floor right below it. On the 7th floor, I think the top floor is the 8th floor here. So right at the end of that balcony, and then right below it is our room that overlooks this area with this pavilion and this entire convention center area. We've never explored this part of the resort before, right?
No.
We've only ever stayed on the other side. Relaxing?
These are nice.
Yeah, they're pretty nice. Let's head all the way down. This is awesome. I was really hoping for an excuse to explore this portion of the resort because we never have before, and now that it's raining, we have the perfect opportunity. We're pretty much directly below our room right now, just a few floors above us. This is where I hopped into the elevator right over here because the parking garage is pretty much right outside and then down in that direction. And then right around the corner is the massive convention space in here. There are escalators right over here and a lot of these rooms. Brennan is checking out the ballrooms. Right now there are escalators. Let's see if I can point out our room. I'm pretty positive that it's this one right here. That's diagonal with this balcony room right up here. That's us right there. Hello. So we peeked inside the ballrooms and they're pretty much what you'd anticipate with ballrooms in a convention space. We're gonna go ahead and head down the escalators and just see what we find downstairs. What an adventure. And it looks like just more convention space, more ballrooms. Why did I have no idea that there was so much space here at Sapphire Falls?
It's crazy.
It's enormous, isn't it?
It is.
So we were just up there, and we need to start making our way over towards the boat launch so we can head over to CityWalk. We came down to the very first level, but it is still pouring down rain. So I suppose we'll try to make it over there and just see what happens and hope we don't get to it. All right, so we came up to the very top level, and Brennan ran back to the room to grab a couple things. So let's see if she made it over to the window. I think I see her. There she is. Do you see her? Oh, she's such a little smudge over there because it's raining. Hi, Brennan. Okay, so it is this room right here. Cool. Okay, so now I think we should definitely probably try to make our way over to the boat launch so we can actually go get some dinner at CityWalk tonight. This was so interesting to explore over here, and there's still so much that we didn't get to walk around to really appreciate and explore. It's such a massive building, but this was neat. Never got to see this before, this part of the resort. All right, so I met back up with Brennan, who got what she needed from the room. It is still raining outside. It's not as hard as it was, so that's good. But I think we're gonna head down to the boat down there and see if we can take that over to CityWalk to have dinner at Vivo. And I guess if they're not running the boat, then we'll have to try to find the buses and then take those over. All right, so we made it back downstairs. Hopefully we can hop onto the water taxi to take that over to CityWalk. We have about half an hour before our dining reservation for Vivo. It looks like it stopped raining. It's still raining, but it's not monsooning, at least, right? Okay, so the water taxis are not running right now, but we're gonna head over to the buses, which I think pick up right over here. So the boat launch is right over there, and this is what we explored just half an hour ago. Pretty much this side of the resort, the convention area. And there's our room again, way off in the distance. Okay, but the bus just showed up and it picked us up from Sapphire Falls. I think this is the first time we are taking a bus from Sapphire Falls over to CityWalk. This is awesome. Okay, so we just got picked up by the bus and dropped off here at CityWalk and head through security, then through CityWalk and over to Vivo. So that worked out perfectly as far as timing. We still have about 15 minutes to make it over to Vivo to check in for dinner. It is still raining though. It is kind of pouring down rain again, which is kind of unfortunate. So it sort of stopped raining by the time we made it to the end of the moving walkway, which is pretty nice. It's still raining, but it's not as hard as it was when we first made it to security. But Vivo is right around the corner up here. And here we are right next to Cowfish, Vivo Italian Kitchen. We were thinking about going to Cowfish or Bernamus, but she wanted to try something new, so we made a reservation. All right, so our table is literally right inside the entrance to Vivo. We're checking out the menu right now. I am very hungry and excited to eat here for the very first time. So this is the rest of Vivo, next to where we're sitting over by the window. It's a pretty small restaurant, but it's very interesting to see this for the very first time. And right as I was recording on the food came out, Brennan got the lasagna, and then I got the fettuccine alfredo, and I think we're gonna be splitting this.
Yeah.
So this is Vivo right over here. We just finished up our food. We did end up sharing the lasagna and the fettuccine alfredo, which was phenomenal. And now Brennan wants to go up here, I think, to Patty O'Brien's. So Pat O'Brien's is what I meant, but they're singing outside still, it seems like. So let's see if Brennan wants to grab a drink somewhere. Okay, so Brennan did end up going inside the bar, and you got a hurricane, right?
I did.
That's the specialty for Pat O'Brien's.
It is.
Or Patty O'Brien's, as I like to say.
O'Brien's.
So I guess Water Tavern did have the dueling pianos inside. They just had somebody outside as well. We're gonna go and hang out over here near the theater and then probably head back to the resort after Brenna finishes up with her drink, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're heading over to Universal Studios Florida, not to go to Halloween Horror Nights, but just to walk around a little bit and slowly make our way back over to, I suppose, the water taxis. There's the water taxi dock right over there. So we're about halfway around the lagoon here as Brennan finishes her drink. We're probably gonna take the water taxi back, but maybe we'll walk too. Walking is really nice. And now we've made it over to a deserted and empty Islands of Adventure. This closed fairly recently. Universal closed obviously for Halloween Horror Nights, but then this closed a little bit after the fact. All right, so we talked about it, and Brennan wants to walk back to Sapphire Falls, right?
Yeah, just walk off the food and stuff.
Walking off what?
Our food.
Yeah. We've been doing a lot of food eating this trip. And we've arrived back at Sapphire Falls after a very quick 10-minute walk. That wasn't bad at all, right?
No, not at all.
That was a great decision, thank you. So what Brennan wants to do, potentially, is to grab some gelato heading back up to the room, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So the gelato is at the New Dutch Trading Company, which is where we've been getting breakfast and coffee recently. I am out of breath after going up the stairs. Let's get some gelato. So these are the gelato flavors right here, the choices. I'll probably be getting a sorbet. I'm presuming that Brendan's gonna get something with chocolate in it. Okay, so I got the mango sorbet and a waffle cone.
Little scoop.
What'd you get?
I got the brownie sorbet with strawberries.
Nice. That's tiny.
It's kind of perfect, actually.
All right, heading down toward the ballrooms, over to the elevator, back up to the room, where we're probably gonna be calling it an early night because we had a very late night last night at Halloween Horror Nights. All right, so I think that's gonna conclude our day. It was a very long day. It's only about 10 o'clock, but we went to Volcano Bay a little bit earlier and then spent the second half of the day, which was this video, just exploring the resort a little bit while it was raining, which was really fun.
Yeah.
And then getting to go to CityWalk and having some dinner and some drinks. It was a good day. And tomorrow we have to check out, which is a bit of a bummer, but we had such a fun time, right?
Yeah, and we'll figure out what to do for breakfast tomorrow. I'm not sure what our chances at Amatista are going to be.
Right. I checked out the potential to get a reservation in Amatista. They didn't have any available, but they do take walk-up availability. I'm pretty positive, so we'll just go down and check it out and then just kind of go from there. Not really sure what we're going to be doing tomorrow in general, but we'll have a good time. We do have to go pick up the puppy, so we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.
Bye.